see, that's not fair. No, that's not fair. No, it is fair. I'll tell you why. Because you don't hear people, when we do something with Motley Crue or Skid Row, you don't hear U2 fans calling up going, they suck.
In the neck and hand.
It's Caney Road, you gotta
cleared, and then I got emails.
Clears, and I believe, I'm not sure. Oh, good.
Since 1987, New Hampshire has been waking up to the voice of Greg Kretschmar on the radio.
Hi, Morning Buzz. Who would you like to punch in the face?
Greg is the leader of The Morning Buzz, a wildly popular radio program airing on WHEB and WGIR-FM.
Hey, yo, check it out now.
Yo,
what? We've got a great show lined up for you.
Now, come on, you're ready.
This is one of the popular ones on the show. And the reason the punch in the face exists is to alleviate any possibility of you actually punching somebody in the face.
The Buzz Brigade consists of familiar voices. There's Blacksmith, Roadkill, Laura, and Kelly Brown. A tight-knit group who makes the on-air conversation seem effortless. It's like a family hanging out, just shooting the breeze.
We're just relating stories. Like this is some sort of coffee shop and everybody's talking around the table. That's what you should shoot for.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
You know?
The morning we visited the Buzz, one of the debates, what makes a woman hot or sexy?
Channel 9, New Hampshire Chronicle, the very sexy Tiffany Eddy is here filming.
Yes, you are sexy, especially that hat is awesome too, by the way.
It's not that bad. Of course I had to put that in.
Yeah, and that's how we roll. Friday. All right, get ready.
Because of our cameras, Greg took some mostly good-natured ribbing about his wardrobe and appearance.
He's hairy, and he went with my advice.
They were making this big thing about what I should wear, and I'm like, I'm just coming in like I normally do. Like I would just normally wear this shirt.
So do you normally bring 4 other shirts?
I really think when we interview Dick Berggren, go with the white.
He might not like the green.
You might want to change to the blue for the Dick Millie interview.
Hey, Mr. Cufflinks and Mafia wear, okay? At least I'm wearing something I wear every day, okay?
Well,
that I didn't buy for $800 for my segment.
Forget about the wardrobe change. One thing he usually sports, a UNH cap.
I hope he's still on the phone through all that. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome please to the program, UNH men's hockey coach, Dick Millie. Hey, Coach. How are you?
Coach, what do you want him to be wearing right now?
Are you comfortable with the light
with
green?
The lime green?
Yeah.
He does look like Tony Soprano.
If you ask Greg Kretschmar, he'll tell you he's just an ordinary guy with an extraordinary job.
My grandfather used to sit me on top of the refrigerator in front of the family, and apparently I told stories. I don't remember, but this is what I'm told. And that's kind of where I guess that whole thing started. And, you know, when I was growing up, you know, the Beatles were on the radio, and there was just nothing better. Beatles, you know, then the Beach Boys, and then became the Doors, and there was just nothing better than being on the radio. It was something that I've always wanted to do. There was never something else. It was always one thing. It's kind of strange, I know, but true.
If you ask his colleagues about Greg, well, they have some different thoughts.
Greg is my Mr. Miyagi because I started in AM radio not getting paid, just doing it for fun. And Greg, once I applied for the job and after 3 interviews getting it, kind of took me under his wing like Mr. Miyagi did with Daniel's son. And I learned the ropes of radio. And obviously he protects me from people like Roadkill and Andy and the big bad people in the radio world.
The big bad people. He made me the big bad person, so I don't, you know. I look at him as like a teacher, like an art guy. He molds you.
Greg is warm. Greg is big.
And he really has. He's done it all.
He's like the Tiger Woods of radio. I'm going to use that one. He's the Tiger Woods of radio.
He's my Mr. Miyagi.
No.
He means something.
He's the David Hasselhoff of radio because he's got that black puffy chest hair that always comes out like David Hasselhoff used to have.
So what can you tell us about like Greg and what it's like working with him?
Kelly, I just brought you some donuts and coffee because you love them, and I just want to bring you that. Thank you, Greg. You're the best newsman working the radio. Don't let that influence what you were going to say.
Because you're a journalist, so you can't be bought off.
Kelly is never bought off. He's not at the price.
I love working with Greg.
But seriously, Greg is the glue that holds the puzzle together.
Greg pretty much lives his life out there on the air, and everybody knows that he's a humble guy and he's a nice guy. But I think a lot of people don't know how important in the industry Greg is.
No, it is. He makes you strive for more. Like he never wants to be average or below par or right at par. He wants to be above and beyond every single day. So if we have one of those off days on the show, we could think we were awesome. He's like,
He'll take it very personally.
He takes it hard, and he makes sure we strive the next day to do better than that.
I think the interesting thing about Greg is what you hear on the radio every day is the Greg that you see at home or at his kids' games. He hides nothing. He's Greg, and what you hear on the radio is what you get in real life. So that's the really neat thing.
And the only reason I'm even here today, and even in the capacity that I am, is strictly because of him, and that goes to Laura and Roadkill as well.
In a serious note, he's an incredibly hard worker. 24 hours a day, I think he's thinking about the show.
This doesn't work.
Pretty nice comments for someone who's known as the Godfather.
Why do they call me the Godfather? That's a name that I don't know where it came from. I think there are some people that believe that I have some type of Sopranos-like resemblance or something like that. I don't see it, but I think it came from that and the perceived ability to get things done, I guess, when pressure needed to be exerted. I don't know.
The demands of morning radio can be pretty tough.
They both get tickets. Everybody wins. Okay.
On St. Patrick's Day, the show broadcast live from Jillian's in Manchester and spent the day at various St. Patrick's Day festivities.
All right, well, so it's 8:47, and the whole show, we were out late last night. Larry, the cable guy, it was nice to meet a lot of you guys. And there are some pictures on the website, as a matter of fact. Larry, very appreciative. 9,000 folks come out to see him.
This is Greg. It's my buddy Greg. We've known each other for many years. I knew Greg when he just started radio, when he was a small, thin Chinese man. And he's progressed up to here, so it's unbelievable, the difference.
What the doctors will do, you know.
Unbelievable.
I'm very happy doing it. I have a hard time trying to think of something else that I would want to do as much. There's no question. And, you know, it's going to end someday. It's going to end someday. And everybody that's ever been in my position or doing this job is thinking, what's next? Because you don't know of anything that's going to equal it. I mean, it's obviously, it's funny, and it's really hard. I mean, this is, making it seem like it's not hard is the art of it all. But, you know, we work really hard, and whatever it is that comes after this has to be something that I really believe in, because I can't do something halfway. You know, I have to be committed to it.
When we come back, more on Greg and his other family.
Dude, I'll take one for the team. Thanks. We will take a break. We have the weekly punch in the face. That is coming up right after this. Don't move.
And he's not going to take any money for it.